Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome to Personal Development. I am Paulito Iuhao Jr., the reporter for today's morning. So today we're going to discuss two topics, which is a Personal Development Committee and Personal Development Module. But before we're going to discuss those two topics, let's have first take a look at two scenarios regarding with this personal development. If you know, if you're familiar with this, or if you experience already with this scenario, you just type thumbs up in that online chat, and also thumbs down if not. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, first scenario. Personal development plays an important role in your company, and it's performed in accordance with the company overall objectives. You have been a personnel development officer for some years now. Your job involves drawing up personal development concept in conjunction with the various company department and planning the professional development of individual employees. Right? If you already experience this in your particular area or particular job, just comment thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Okay, let's proceed to the scenario number two. You liaise with your employees and their supervisor to determine if there is any need for training, and you plan the appropriate training measures. You regularly perform succession planning for higher management position to ensure that these are adequately staffed in the future. Have you already experienced this kind of function in your particular schools or area? Just comment thumbs up and thumbs down if not. Okay, thank you for your response and I appreciate those response. Okay, let's proceed to the Personal Development Committee. What is Personal Development Committee and who would be involved or be included in a personal development committee, or being an officers on a particular committee or the personal development committee? Okay, how we are going to select those officers to be included? According to the Memorandum Circular Number 3, Series of 2006, which is terms of reference of the Personal Development Committee or PDC, and also to the Division Memorandum Number 7, Series of 2020, which is the creation of the Personnel Development Committee or PDC in the School Division Office. According to those memorandum, stated the general guiding principle and policy of creation of a personnel development committee, the function and responsibility, composition of the committee, and the committee secretariat. In the function and responsibility include the personal development committee and personal development secretariat. Okay, according to this memorandum, a personal development committee have a terms of duties, stated that the member of the PDC shall serve for a period of 1 year from the date of designation, but subject to renewal and discretion of the head of agency. So if you are a committee or a member of a particular personal development committee, you have 1 year of um, designation, but it depends upon your uh, head or in a particular agency to if you are going to renew. Second, develop, adapt, and implement a judicious screening process and criteria in the selection. So the personal development committee is the responsible of development, adapt, and implementation of a particular rules and regulation in an agency, or the screening process of selection of a personnel to be hired in your agency. Third, implement policy guidelines for provision of filing and scholarship program and participant of teachers and personnel in meeting, workshop, fora, and other um, technical development activities. So, personal development committee are the responsible for giving a scholarship program, workshop to be given for the teachers to be to for them to develop their skills, no, and also the technical development activities. Okay, and also prepare the division's human resources development and training, and also plan based on the competency assessment training needs, which is to be updated annually. So if you noticed, every end of the school year, the teacher is um, completing or complying RPMS, and those RPMS is also included the personal development plan for the teachers to determine what particular competency or skills the the teacher is lack or need to be improved. And also the committee is responsible for determining provision for training, scholarship, contract, training funds, and other individual and group entitlement. So those are the duty of personal development committees. No? And we have also the composition of the committee and committee secretariat. So how we're going to select who would be the person could be included in a particular committee, which is the personal development committee. First, okay, the personal development committee or the PDC shall be composed of the following. If in a central office, we have chairperson, vice chairperson, and the member of four, and secretariat. Who is a chairperson? Okay, in central office, the chairperson to be rotated among the assistant secretaries of a yearly basis. So the chairperson is the assistant secretaries, and the vice chairperson is the director, Human Resources Management and Development Service, or the HRMDS. And the members are one representative from the program cluster and one alternate representative. Okay, and also member is one representative from the operation and capacity building cluster and one alternate representative. Okay, if we are going to create a personal development committee as a member of a personal development committee, we are going to select those representative in different department. Okay, and also first one second level employees, associate representative, and first um, alternate representative, and one first level employees association representative, and one alternate. Okay, what about the secretariat in a central office? For a central office, a secretariat is the chief career planning and development division as head. Okay, let's proceed to the regional office. Okay, in the regional office, the chairman is assistant regional director and the vice person to be rotated among the head of the division on a yearly basis. So any person in the head of the division could be the vice chairperson, and the members are one representative from the operation division and one alternate representative. and also one representative from the technical assistant division, and one alternate representative, and one representative at the management division, and one alternate representative, and one employees association representative, and also one alternate representative. Okay, those are possible members of in a personal development committee in for a regional office. And also we have the secretariat. Secretariat is the personal officer as head staff from the management division. So the PDC member under alternate shall be designated by the of um, heads of a cluster groups. It could be any of the cluster heads. Okay. Next is Personal Development Committee Secretariat. And what is the function of the Personal Development Committee Secretariat? There shall be a secretariat that will assess the committee, okay, in the performance of its function. Specifically, the PDC Secretariat shall ensure the improvement guidelines and documented agreements are followed in the process of identifying recommend to scholarship training or etc. Okay, that is the function of the secretariat. They are going uh, to to make sure that the guidelines and the guidelines of selecting nominees for the scholarship or training is suit and followed. Okay. Second, raise issue encountered for resolution of the PDC if needed. Number three is continuously explore training opportunities, scholarship program, and other capability building activities for all employees offered by a local and international agency. So that is very clear. So as a secretariat, you are going to make um, a training, or you have to create some trainings or some trainings for your employees, for the development of employees, depends as a secretariat. Okay, number four is clarify information regarding to invitation to scholarship training program and other related travel abroad. Okay, as a secretariat, you are functioning for clarification of the information for those employees who applies for particular scholarship or training program, especially in um, related abroad training. Then number five, update the pool of potential candidate taking into account the career development plan for each official or employee. So you are responsible for those development of your officials and employee. You have to always um, update those potential candidates for their career development, or in to be included in the career development plan who among those employees or officials, and also assess the PDC during criteria setting and deliberation by first preparing the matrix of qualified and potential candidates. You have to make sure that every selection, every nominees is um, chosen by the correct matrix or followed in a particular matrix, no? And also preparing minutes of PDC meetings, resolution, and other required documents. No? You are going to assess as a secretariat. You are going to assess those important details or documents. Okay, let's proceed to personal development module. What is inside in a personal development module, and how we're going to create a personal development module. Okay, personal development module is contain the following. According to those memorandum, the module must be must have a course goals and objectives. You have to clarify the goals and objective for that module. What is the purpose of that module? How we're going to 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 apply those modules? What is the purpose of that module? How we're going to use those modules? And the course content, of course. You have to make course content, or what we say, the purpose, the main purpose of the module, and the main business scenario. You have also um, give some scenarios for for the for the personnel to reflect, or um, to connect those different scenarios, and how we're going to build your first employee training program. It could be included in a module. First, an employee training program is a plan to develop employee skills or knowledge as part of their overall development, whether that's in their existing role or as part of a plan to move to a more advanced or different role in your company. Huh? And also, an employee training program can also be part of an overall L&D strategy, an initiative to develop an employee for better performance, or to even to establish the stronger, more productive company. So if you are going to make training program in a particular module, or to be included in a module, or the personal development module, you have to make a program, a training program that could be used, or that could uh, direct the skills of your employee to develop, no? Not just creating trainings, but you have to make sure those trainings is um, helpful, effective for the development of the skills of your employees. And also, where to start with employees training program. With the employee training program, first, identify your training needs. So mo nang manginhanglan gayon nito o kanang or personal development plan every end of the quarter, to assess that all of your plan. Okay, where to start with the employee training program? First, you have to identify your training needs. That is one of the reason why, as a teachers, we're going to comply those personal development plan and personal development assessment, for you to assess what particular training or what particular skills you are lack of, right? In every end of the quarter, it could included in your RPMS, if I'm not mistaken. Next is set your objectives. Of course, you have identify you already identify your skills need to be improved, so you have to set your objective to um, to accomplish those um, skills, and also include your employees, of course. That is the purpose of the personal development modules, right? Development training modules for your employees, for the development of employees. If there is a good development of your employees, there is also a good development of your company or agency. There's also a type of employee training program that you could do, that you can use in creating training for your training and development of your employees. First, internal or outsource. It could be also classroom style versus or workshop style, or in-house seminars or industries conference. Individual versus group training, you can also use individual, or you can also group training. And skill-based training versus management training, on-the-job training, or external resource training. So those are the different types of employee that you can apply on your developing a training program that could be included of your personal development modules. There also be included on your module the basic information required, all required qualification for hiring in the enterprise or the organization and structure which falls in the company, and also the employee, the existing qualification of the employee, the preference and interest of the employee, potentials, objective settings and appraisal. And in the enterprise, development plan or training. It could be also included on your modules on personal development module, the event that could happen in 1 year, or yes, in a 1 year, yes, in a 1 year, hiring new employees, transfers, personal review. It could be included regular interval for or for a special reason. It could also included also the organizational changes with a company, the redefinition of company post and task, internationalization of business, or also the market influence, more aggressive competition, or introduction of a new product and technologies. And also we include in our personal development module the tasks involved, in your personal development. First, the target analysis, or also the actual analysis. In the target analysis, we have position on your company, the current requirements, the future requirements. In actual analysis, we have employee, the actual need of the company to be developed, no? Which include in an employees are the skills, knowledge, potential, and preferences. So those are um, the tasks that you are going to be involved in a personal development module, and also include the qualification and requirements in a module. So qualification catalog containing all of the qualifications like skills, knowledge, licenses, and so on required in a company. And also the function for performing suitability analysis, like determining the extent to which person are suitable for specific post your be included, who would be assigned to that particular um, post or job or function in an agency. And also function for determining qualification deficit and any need for further training. So those are the the possible um, the possible part of a module that you can be included in modules. That's all for today's. Okay, and thank you for listening. That's all for today's. I hope everybody learned and understand my discussion.